Current events demonstrate again the dangerous and moral bankruptcy of the Biden-Harris administration's approach to foreign policy and national security. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. In recent days, Russia has unleashed fierce missile and drone assaults against Ukraine. The aim is both to degrade the country's air defenses and to destroy infrastructure, especially power plants, as winter approaches. Ukraine is pleading for more F-16s, air defense systems, interceptor missiles, and other kinds of weapons and ammunition. Yet the White House remains content to provide just enough help to keep Kyiv in the fight, but not to expel the invaders. Moreover, this administration still has in place serious restrictions on the range and targets Ukraine can hit inside Russia using Western-made long-range missiles. Ukraine is under intense pressure from Russian offensives in eastern Ukraine. The Kremlin has ample weapons and combines their use with flinging their soldiers in human wave attacks that incur heavy casualties but gradually gain ground. Life is cheap in the Russian military. Properly armed, Kyiv could quickly regain lost ground. Moreover, the Ukrainian invasion of Russia itself in the Kursk region demonstrates Kyiv can win this war. Amazingly, it has already seized more Russian territory than what Russia has taken in its months-long assaults in eastern Ukraine. What Churchill said in World War II applies here. Give us the tools and we'll finish the job. But as we grimly mark the third anniversary of the shameful Biden-Harris surrender to terrorist forces in Afghanistan, there are still no signs that when it comes to Europe and this war, that Washington can get beyond a policy of not upsetting Putin too much. That's why Kyiv didn't consult the pusillanimous Biden-Harris crowd before undertaking its Kursk operations. Israel's also showing up the deadly shortcomings of the Biden-Harris approach to the world. After October 7th, this administration crudely, clumsily tried to prevent Israel from destroying Hamas, which made clear its strategy was to use hostages and Gaza civilians as shields against a full-scale assault. This would not only let Hamas survive, which would be a victory in itself, but also to eventually run both Gaza and the Palestinian West Bank. The White House wanted to both continue its appeasement policy towards Iran and to mollify pro-Palestinian voters in Michigan. Despite intense pressure to ease up, however, Israel is close to finishing off Hamas as a fighting force. Jerusalem also gave pause to Iran's aggression. It killed off key terrorist leaders. The mullahs were particularly shaken when one of them in Iran, as a guest of the regime, was taken out in his guest room in a supposedly super-secure compound. Iran vowed grim revenge. But Israel didn't wait for big attacks from Hezbollah, Iran's cat's paw in Lebanon. It made preemptive strikes. Israel and Ukraine demonstrate that the free world can successfully take on its adversaries with a policy of purpose and strength. But pathetically, that won't happen with the Biden-Harris crowd. And that spells ominous times if they stay in power. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.